Hello and welcome, my dear friends. Thank you so much for tuning in today and spending this time with me. In today's session, we'll be painting a vibrant field of wildflowers, a scene inspired by memories of my travels and moments of reflection. Please don't worry about writing down all the supplies. I've listed everything you'll need in the video description below. Feel free to follow along or simply sit back, relax and enjoy the process with a warm cup of tea or coffee. Before we dive into our painting session, I wanted to let you know that I'll be using silent narration for much of the video. I've been experiencing some issues with my voice lately, but don't worry, I'll guide you every step of the way using subtitles and visual cues. As always, I've sped up parts of the video to keep it within a reasonable time frame for YouTube. But please don't hesitate to pause or rewind the video if you need more time. This is your space to create, reflect, or simply unwind. Let's get started. As I begin laying down the pencil sketch for this painting, I want to take a moment to thank each of you. Your comments last week moved me deeply, your stories, your courage, even in the face of unbearable loss. This space feels Like more than just a place to share art, it feels like a community, one where we can support each other through life's most profound moments. This week I've been feeling a little tired, perhaps the seasonal changes or my arthritis reminding me to slow down. But after reading your words, I felt an undeniable need to create this painting for all of you. For those of you who shared your grief, your memories, and your hopes with me, this painting is for you. I hope this space can be a source of comfort even if I can't offer healthcare advice or solutions for you here. Through my own experiences and my view of the world, perhaps I can offer a small light in the moments that feel darkest. To the mom who inspired me today in particular, I hope you're watching this video. I hope you find your way to painting with watercolors and discover the solace they can bring. Thank you for trusting me with your story. As I paint these wildflowers today, I find myself reflecting on the echoes of loss and love that shape our lives. It's been almost 10 years since my father passed, 10 years of learning how to carry his memory, to feel his love through the life I live now. Grief is a companion that changes over time, and the sharpness of the pain softens, though it never truly disappears. And that's okay. It's not something we need to fix or push away. Instead, we can learn to sit with it, to let it flow through us like the rhythmic waves of a lake or the gentle sway of wildflowers in the breeze. If you are living with grief now, know that it's okay to feel however you feel right now, whether that's numbness, sadness, or even moments of joy. Let yourself cry if you need to, or find other ways to express your emotions through painting, writing, or simply sharing your story with someone who will listen. As for me, painting these wildflowers has become a way to process my feelings, to honor my father and the love he gave me. I like to think that he lives on through me and loves my family dearly, through my hands and heart. To anyone watching who is grieving now, I hope this space can be a small source of comfort for you. While I can't offer professional advice here, I can share what has helped me, accepting my feelings without judgment, finding ways to remember him with love instead of only pain, and allowing myself the time and grace to heal in my own way. Today, I felt drawn to this handmade paper. Its delicate fibers and imperfect edges speaking to me in ways I couldn't ignore. Perhaps it's because grief itself is like this paper, fragile yet surprisingly resilient, imperfect yet beautiful in its own way. As I paint these flowers, I'm taking great care not to disturb the paper's delicate structure, much like how we learn to carry our grief gently over time. The way the watercolors bloom and spread across the surface, sometimes in unexpected ways, reminds me of how memories can suddenly surface. And I feel like there is something honest about handmade paper. Each sheet has slight variations in thickness, a unique character that can't be mass-produced. Our grief journeys are similarly unique by our own experiences and relationships. And I love how the colors interact with this surface, sometimes pooling in the valleys between fibers, other times spreading in gentle blooms. The reds of the poppies and blues of the cornflowers find their own path, just as we find ours. Working on handmade paper with all its little imperfections. It makes me think about how healing isn't about becoming flawless or forgetting our losses, but it's about finding a way to carry our feelings with us and turning them into something meaningful, something beautiful that grows from the peace we still hold. As I paint these flowers, I feel connected to my father, to the landscapes of my childhood, and to all of you who shared your own stories with me. And today, I feel like we're creating something beautiful together on this imperfect, wonderful surface. Dear friends, as I look at these field of wildflowers coming to life on this handmade paper, I'm reminded of how our lives are like these blooms, vibrant, delicate, and resilient all at once. The red poppies and blue cornflowers that caught my eye last summer have found their way into this painting just as memories of my father have found their way into who I am today. 10 years after his passing, I've learned that grief doesn't disappear, it simply transforms. Like these wildflowers swaying in the breeze, it moves through us, changing shape but remaining a part of our landscape. The handmade paper beneath these colors, with all its beautiful imperfections, reminds me that we don't need to be flawless to be whole. From the fields of England to the shores of Lake Isekul, to my home here in the Bay Area, I've carried these memories with me. And in sharing them with you, they've taken on new meaning and beauty. I want to thank each of you for being here, for sharing your own stories of loss and hope with me. Your comments and connections have touched me deeply and inspired this work. When you share your stories with me, you remind me that none of us walks this path alone. I feel like the healing process isn't linear. It ebbs and flows like watercolor on paper. Please be gentle with yourself on the difficult days. Find moments to be present, whether through creating art, walking in nature, or simply breathing mindfully. I'm deeply grateful to have you all here today, creating this community of healing and hope together. Until next time, may you find beauty in unexpected places and peace in the echoes of your memories.